Howdy, y'all. Michael Fireman here. Welcome to something new and different. That's right, we're going to be playing Rimworld. I've been watching some of the guys, some of my favorite YouTubers, been playing this game, and it looks amazing. I've been playing it a little bit. I've got a little bit of time into it. Not a whole lot, not much. Got a couple of, had a little starter colonies here and there. But if you don't know what Rimworld is, it's basically a colony simulator by Titan Sylvester. You get we're gonna start, and we're gonna start with three colonies or three little guys, whatever, and we have to build up an entire colony all on our own and try to get off of the rock that we're stranded on. And I've got this through Steam, as you can see right up there, logged in through Steam, and this is the latest version. This is Alpha 14, I think. This is quote unquote a still an alpha. I don't know version. Yeah, alpha 14, version 14 right up there. So let's get started. We're going to make a new colony, and here you see we can choose our scenario. We do Crash Landed, where we have 3 people, the Rich Explorer, where we have 1 guy but he's got a whole bunch of stuff, or the Lost Tribe, where we start with 5 people but they are very, very poor, and it's basically they're tribes people. They have very low technology. We're going to start with the Crash Landed. We're going to have 3 people. We're going to wake up with the sirens, blah, 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 blah. And we're going to start with all of this stuff. And I'll explain all of this here in a little bit. Now, with this game, you can, it's created to the Steam Workshop. You could get on the Steam Workshop and get mods and whatnot. Also, you can edit your own scenario. You can make your own and do everything else. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to do the basic Crash Landed 3 people. And then, so in this game, you have 3 different types of AI. You have Cassandra, you have Phoebe, and you have Randy. And what these do is they create events like raids, resource drops, or animal attacks. And their choices will affect the story of your colony. These are your storytellers. These are the people that decide when good and bad things happen to you. Now, with Cassandra, creates a story events based on a steadily increasing curve of challenge and tension. Starts off low and goes high, and it gets harder and harder as you go. Phoebe, a lot of time between disasters, but there's a high scale. Okay, there's a long time in between, but each disaster is really, really hard to handle. And Randy, you never know what you're going to get with Randy. Okay, so we're going to just go with Cassandra. Now, you do free play. Threats appear, but they're extremely weak. Base builder, these are threats are scaled back quite a bit. Rough is quite dangerous. Challenge is hard, and extreme is very, very hard. We're not doing extreme. We're not doing challenge. We're not even going to do rough. We're going to do base builder because I'm still fairly new at the game, still trying to learn it. Now, depending on how things go with this, we may try some of the other challenges later, but we're just going to do Cassandra on base builder and permadeath. You only get 1 save file. And when quitting the game, you cannot reload it to fix your mistakes. So no, we're not doing that either. So let's go next. We're going to go with the big seed. We're going to go with the big one. Let's do random seed of, I don't know. Mustang. There we go. So random seed, we'll go with that. Big size, and this is generating the world that we're going to try to live in. And here we go. This is the map. We can decide where we want to live. This is Merzim Pentimus. And you got all of these different areas that you can live in. So you got over here, this light green stuff is, you can see right up here, it's a temperate forest. This up here is tundra. And then you got the ice sheet. You got some deserts. You got all kind of different stuff. Arid shrubland, tropical rainforest. You do more arid shrubland. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick somewhere green. Now, these little red dots, this is a pirate band. And it's really hard to see. You may not even be able to see it on the screen there. but there's different little villages. There was one that I just selected. There's different little villages throughout that will send people to either raid your colony, or there's another one right here, or to come and trade with you. Another pirate band. So what we're going to do, we're going to go somewhere green and with hills. These little brown dots are the hills, because you want your growing season. Again, for me, just starting out, I want my growing season to be fairly lengthy. There's 4 seasons. Obviously, you got spring, summer, fall, and winter. Each one of them lasts 15 days. So growing period is the 11th of spring through the 1st of fall here, or you could do year round. Now, the problem going somewhere like this, you got to look at the temperatures. I forgot to do something. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm stupid. Sorry. But we're back. Everything should still be the same. Fahrenheit. There we go. That's what I need. I need Fahrenheit because I don't do Celsius. Okay. Okay, so we want rocks. We want lots of rocks because we're going to have to mine stuff to get resources. So 79 average temp in the summer is not bad. Average temp in the winter is that's good. I like that. Stone type, sandstone, and marble. Growing period is year round. I like this. Let's do this. And there's the seed. And again, there's the you can still see it's the same seed and the same land that we were in. So again, to make this easier on ourselves, because this is the first little bit that we've done, let's try tropical rainforest, temperate forest. Let's do temperate forest, granite and slate. Yeah, let's do it right here. So we're going to select this site. Now it comes the fun part. Here come your characters. Oh, goody. Each one of these are your skills. You know, you can see the skills here. I'm not going to read them all off to you. When you're starting, you start off with 3. And here's our 3 guys. There's several things you want to look at for your people. You want to look what they're incapable of. Dumb labor. You don't want anybody that's incapable of dumb labor. That's bad. Okay. Dumb labor is like hauling. You can move stuff from one place to another. It's a very intricate part of the game. You don't want anybody who could do dumb labor. You also want to look over here. She's got a bad back. It's going to affect her moving and manipulation. That's not good. Okay. But she's really good at growing. So what and then you got your traits down here. You want good traits, not incapable of anything, and a good health and good skills. Not going to be easy to do that. Not going to be easy to do that at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time going through some of this stuff. Because again, I mean, this looks good, but a masochist. What? No, I don't want a masochist in my thing. And you can't see? What? No, get out of here. Get out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and get all 3 of my guys/girls, the way that I want them. And I will be right back to show you who I've got. Okay, so here we go. I got my people. Got my peoples together. So what I've decided to go with, my starting 3 in the couple hours that I've played this game, I want a constructor, I want a cook, and I want somebody who can grow. And I'll explain all that here in a little bit. So here we go. We got somebody who can construct, and the reason you want a constructor is like when you're making beds and stuff, the better quality they are, the more rest you get. So here we go. We got Amelia Flies? I don't know. She was, here's all the stuff. You got whatever. She's incapable of nothing. Her trait, she's a fast walker, so she goes fast. She's gay. Yeah, not a problem. And she's a prostaphobe. Okay, bonding body parts are unethical. Not a problem. Not a problem. Now, she does have a minor artery blockage because she's 39. But, whatever. That is her biological age. Is 39 years old. But her chronological age is she's almost 3,000 years old. Holy crap. And then we've got Ashley Lindgren. She is going to be our cook. She's got a heavy passion for cooking, so that'll be good. And you want somebody with a cooking of at least 3 or 4, I believe, to not cause food poisoning for your people when they cook stuff. So cooking of 6 is good with a high passion. That means she'll learn at 150%, which is great. She's also going to be our researcher. Research is going to be very, very important. And crafting, that'll come in later, hopefully. And then we've got writer of physics Ross. She's trigger happy. She doesn't shoot very well, but not a problem. And she's physically dull. Psychically dull. Her sensitivity is negative 50%, which will be good for psychic phenomena, which could possibly happen. And then we've got writer of physics Ross. He was a medieval slave. He's an herbalist. He's incapable of nothing. He's also psychically dull, which is great, and a heat lover, which is fine because it's going to get hot where we are. And the other thing that I want, we want a constructor, we want a cook, and we want somebody who could grow. Growing is very important because that's how we get some food. Not a very good shooter. We don't have anybody who's real good with animals. We're going to start with an animal. Actually, she's pretty good at shooting, which is great. We're going to start with an animal, but growing, that's important because the higher growing skill you have, the better off your growing stuff is. I don't know. But as you can see, again, everybody's going to have some cryo sleep sickness, which is fine. That'll go away, and then we'll have, what's her name, with a little bit of artery blockage. Now, the thing that we don't have a whole lot of is medicine. Oh, well, no, I take that back. Ryder's not bad at medicine. He's going to be our doctor and our grower. So let's get the thing started, shall we? Generating the map. And let's get on to the planet. Spend a couple days, the 3 of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sounds of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. Hey. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. And there we are. Okay, so we're gonna start off paused so we can talk about what all we got going on here. Here is our world, and as you can see, we got lots and lots of places that we could decide to make our home. We got some buffalo. That's these guys. We could shoot those for some food, which is great. And then we got some more buffalo over there. We got plenty of wood, which is going to be important. We got these things here. The steam geysers, we can make power out of that. We've got a little spot right here that's already walled off. Got another walled spot right over here. We got some iron or some steel. Steel is very important. So this is not a real bad start. Not a real bad start. Is this another? That's another section of marble wall right there. So what you have to do is you have to decide, where am I gonna live? Am I just gonna build structures out here in the middle? Am I gonna tunnel into the actual stone? I myself personally am a bit of a tunnel rat. It's a lot easier for me to just dig in and just build stuff in here than it is to try to build stuff out here. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got. Here's our people. This is all of our steel that we start off with. And then, see how it's got the little X next to it? That means that it's forbidden for the colonists. So we want to make sure we unforbid that with the F key. Also the same thing with the medicine and the food. Now we want to make sure that our best shooter, who I think was this chick. Yes, our best shooter gets our best gun. So we're going to right click on that, tell her to equip that. Ash this guy is slightly better, so he's going to equip that. And we've got Ash is going to equip the knife. Now we got silver, that's our monetary currency, and components which we need to build machines and stuff. So what we're going to do, first thing we want to do, we want to see, and this is parts of our ship. We can turn that into steel. I don't see, there's the wood. Here's the wood down here. All right, good. Always got to make sure you start off with the wood because you're gonna need it. Gonna need it. And then you've got once these meals run out. So let's turn on this guy right over here. And it's not going to show anything because we don't have a stockpile. So once our meals run out, we got to make some food on our own, and you got raspberry bushes that we could do that with. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to dig in. We're going to walk. First of all, I'm going to take this chick, Amelia, and we're going to send her right up here because if there's something bad behind this wall right here, it'll tell us when we get close. So let's walk up here and see if there's anything bad. Let's go to speed 2. Yeah, build a room. I know. Okay, so ancient danger. You can see right here. As Itchy draws near to the ancient wall, a sense of foreboding overcomes her. She isn't sure why, but she feels that this dusty structure may contain a great danger. And that's this right here. So we're not going to be able to go in there for a while. Crap. Dadgummit. So I guess we're going to start over here in this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit the tab key to bring up our orders and tell them to mine. We're going to start mining. Where do I want to start mining? Or do I want to just build a room first? It says build a room. Maybe we should just build a room. A heck with it. We're gonna dig in right here. Okay. So I've labeled this. You can't directly control your people unless you recruit them, but you can only recruit them to tell them to do certain things. Like I can tell this guy to prioritize mining, but there's a lot easier way to do that. Right down here, this is the architect. Right down here is, and you always want to make sure it's on manual priorities, and you can tell people where you want where you want their priorities to be. So everybody, and it starts the higher priority on the left. So what is it going to do? They're going to look over from the left to the right, and anything with the 1 they're going to do first. So if there's any fire, they're going to put it out. If there's not, if they need to be a patient, they're going to be a patient. Now our doctor is this guy, girl. I think she was a girl. Guy. I think that was a guy. So he's going to be the only doctor. These two, you can see 1 out of 20. They're not going to be doctors because I don't have any numbers there. Everybody's going to get bed rest when they need it. Everybody's going to flick if they need to. All right. So wardening, we're not going to worry about it right now. The best warden we've got is her. Okay. We'll leave that at 3. That's fine. Animal handling, so we can train our puppy. Good. We got a dog. We can train our dog to do stuff. So we'll leave that at a 2. Nope, we'll leave this at a 2. Now our cook, we want to make sure that if there's nothing to firefight, nope, he doesn't need to, or she doesn't need to be a patient. She doesn't need any bed rest, or doesn't need to flick anything. She's going to start cooking. Okay. We'll let everybody have a 4 at hunting just in case they don't have anything else to do. Construction is only going to be the 1 person. So we'll turn that on for her and off for him. We'll leave everybody at a 3 for repair. Growing, everybody can do growing. Mining, everybody can do mining. Plant cutting, everybody can do plant cutting. Smithing, we don't want anybody to do smithing right now. We have to do benches for that, but we'll worry about that later. Same thing with crafting. Hauling, if there's something to haul, we want to make sure, and this is where I was talking about the dumb labor. If you have somebody that's dumb labor, they can't do hauling. And that's just ridiculous. And that's picking up, like when I set up a spot for the steel, I want them to pick up the steel and move it where it needs to go. Cleaning, everybody's at a 2 on cleaning. And then research is going to be our cook, because that's the best one. 0, 3, and a 7. All right, so what we need to do is we need to sort out where we're going to live. And I've decided we're going to live over here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and unpause, and we'll see the people start moving around. Now, this guy, he's going to do this because there's nothing else for him to do. He looked at his work list, and he's like, well, I got nothing to do, so I guess I'll go mine. That's how that works. And what we'll do is we'll make some zones. We'll make some zones. This stuff, a lot of this stuff will deteriorate over time if it's left outside. You see it's got a HP of 60 or 50 of 50. Did you not pick up the gun that I told you to pick up? You didn't. I must have recruited you first. And so you need to make sure you get the stuff that will decay if it's left outside. Get it inside. That's the key. Get it inside. So I guess we'll go ahead and we will make a wooden wall, and we'll start it. We'll just make a big one, say right here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll make that, and then everybody, yep, everybody should go. If they're not mining, they'll go over here and start. Or Miss Ingie will go and construct because she's the only constructor that we've got. Yep, she's the only constructor, which is fine, and she's a little sick because of the crypto sleep sickness, whatever. So yeah, there's that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this a stockpile, and we're just gonna make it one big huge stockpile, and anything that needs to be stockpiled will get put in there, and you can tell it what you want it to take through. Just click on it, click on the storage, priority normal. We're going to clear everything. Since this is going to be inside, we only want stuff in here that's going to spoil if it's left outside. So we want foods in here. We want medicines, components, raw resources we don't need in here except for we want the silver in here because that's our monetary unit. We don't want it left outside for somebody to steal. Steel, does steel decay? Steel does not decay, so we don't have to worry about the steel in here. Although it would be nice to have it all in one spot. Yeah, we'll leave it in here. That's fine. Plasteel we're not going to get. Silver, yeah. Gold we're not going to get yet. Items. Sure. We don't have any items to worry about. But we'll leave them in here anyway. And then corpses, body parts, not yet. We'll set up a different spot for that. So unpause. Let her, and as you can see, now that we have given them something to haul, since haul is at a higher level than mine, Mr. Physics decided, okay, well, I'll just go haul stuff. I'll forget about the mining. One thing that we also need to do is make sure that people can get in here. So we'll put a door right there. And again, this is all going to be inside. So we want to chop all the wood in here. We want to harvest all the plants in here. Oh, you're not ready to grow yet. That's fine. Whatever. And then this is going to be our first room. It says build a room. Yeah. Fine. Whatever. And there's our door. Oh, I forgot to take up that steel, isn't it? Crap. Oh, well. Just wasted a bunch of steel on that. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So now this is going to be, as soon as she gets done with the roof, it's going to be our first indoor area. And that's for our stockpile. And the next thing we need to do is make sure that we get some beds for the people because they don't like sleeping outside. And we can restrict, we can tell them, oh, that's the wrong button. We can tell them when we want them to start sleeping. Going to bed at 10 o'clock? Fine. We don't need to go to bed before that. Now, this is not, from what I understand it is not they only sleep for an hour, 2 hours. No, this is when they go to bed. They go to bed at this time, and then they can sleep as long as they need to. Now, we're also going to do some joy time. Everybody's going to need a little bit of joy time. And we'll do that right before bed. Now, this game is basically a hard set for two things to happen on the first 2 days. The first thing that's going to happen is we're going to get our first addition to the colony. Oh, there's some more stuff over here. Look at all that steel. We're going to get our first addition to the colony. Somebody's going to show up and join the colony of their own free will, which is going to be great. The next thing is going to be a raid. Somebody is going to try to raid us. That is not going to be a good thing. Usually they come with like a mallet or something like that. So, that's not a problem. So we need to make sure that we get set up for that. And that'll happen probably within the next couple of episodes. So now we got something going here. We're going to start mining. We're going to start making some rooms. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to make 8x8 right there. And then we're going to do this. And we're going to make another 8x8 right here. And the reason that I'm doing 8x8 is because that is a good, oh, what? Oh, come on. Really? Really? They insulted each other and it started a fight. So now they're just going to beat up on each other. They're no longer social fighting. They're fine. They're fine. So let's take a look at her health. She destroyed her left thumb. Great. Good job. You just destroyed the lady's left thumb. Now she's going to be even slower. Your manipulation. Wonderful. Good job. Good job, Angie. Well done. Actually, you know what? We're going to cancel that because I wanted to work on this room first. Make this one big room, and then we'll make some beds in there, and we'll be good to go after that. Let's go to speed 3. Let them work on all of that. They're eating some food. Some of this game, not I won't say a lot of it, but most of it is, and they're all sleeping outside. Let's not do that. Let's make just some sleeping spots. Nope. Let's just say right here, since this is technically indoors. And what you could do is you recruit everybody, unrecruit them, and then they'll go get in their own little sleeping spots. So they're actually sleeping inside. A bunch of idiots starting a fight. How dare they? How dare they? So we just gotta wait for them to wake up, finish doing all this, and make sure. Is she actually bleeding? She is. She's bleeding at that percent per day. So I think what we're gonna do, first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna make a bed out of wood. We're gonna put it right here, and again, since there's only one person that can construct, she's gonna do that, I believe. As soon as she wakes up, she should go and start doing that. And we'll turn that into a medical bed and let the doctor. Oh no, he's tending to her right there. Okay, well, never mind. We'll cancel that for right now then. Tending to him. He's tended to him in the actual sleeping area, so that's fine. That's fine. And then he'll go back to cutting out the giant hole in the ground. My plan. Hey, good job. They're both fully healed. Well done. My plan is I'm going to make. I think I'm going to make bedroom. I think I'm going to put. How do I want to do it? Do I want to put the bedrooms inside? Or do I want to, like, build walls and do the bedrooms out here? I don't know. Because you got to put a floor in. Like, if it's just grass. So, even though it's indoors, it's all grass. I can put a floor down, and that'll make it, a little more bearable. But, yeah, that's fine. I think the first thing that we're going to do is just, hey, compactor machinery. Good. We can get components out of that. Components are good. Components are good. What we're going to do is I'm going to mine out this first area here, and then we'll get Angie to make some more beds, and we'll call it an end for this episode once we get that. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get the beds now. Let her get started on them and use the Q key to rotate. They're taking a break. They're just resting. They're cloud watching. Resting. Stargazing. She's going for a walk and she's going to rest. All right. So we got one more day ahead of us. It's the 8th of spring. I don't remember what day we started on. Who knows, really? But we're going to get these beds in here. We're going to get a structure. Wooden door, put a wooden door in there. And this is going to be our first bunk room. Yep, need a meal source. I know. I guess while they're doing that, we'll do that next episode. There we go. Now you can see she made a bed, and it's a poor bed. This bed is a good bed. And this bed, once she makes it, is going... she made the door first. And she's going to go eat. Come on, come make this bed, please. Come. What? Where are you going? Come. Please tell me you're going to get wood. Yeah, you're going to get wood. All right, fine. Now, this compactor machinery takes a lot longer to mine than the actual stone does. Oh, we got some more over there. And then this bed is poor. You're supposed to be much better at this. And you can look right here. Rest effectiveness is 95%. Not good. Good. Rest effectiveness, 105%. So... we'll end up having to deconstruct those and make them again, but that'll be for a later episode. But that's going to be the end of this episode, this first episode of Rimworld Alpha 14. Got a decent little start. Got a scary spot right up here, which is kind of wrecked my plans for what I wanted to do for this huge area. But that's fine. We can use this for right now. I can make another hallway down here, make some rooms off to this side. Is this another freaking... No, that's not. Okay. And I could also, build in over here too, I'm sure. But for the start, we're just gonna do it right here. So next episode, we're gonna get some farming together. We're gonna get our first colonist, and hopefully it'll be a good colonist. But as always, I appreciate y'all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, tips, tricks, and suggestions, leave them in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I will see y'all next time.